Hey everybody, we are back live from Fargo. I'm just laughing because one of the first YouTube videos that I made, it was called 48 Hours in Fargo. Go watch it. It's terrible. It's bad. Just kidding. I mean, I'm just kidding about going and watching it, but it is really bad. Anyway, so we're going to do a ride along. It's a beautiful afternoon, so let's see what we're going to get into, okay? Okay, so we're just here. Parker and I are just here at McDonald's waiting. Doordash tried to lure me over to Five Guys, and any seasoned delivery driver knows that Five Guys is just a terrible situation. I hear about it all the time, and I didn't really believe people, but then I did a delivery at Five Guys, and it was awful. I waited for so long, and it wasn't like a McDonald's where you can see okay, if the order's coming up. You just feel like in the woods, and just there was not acknowledgement from staff when I was there. So I'm definitely not going there. So I'm just camped out at McDonald's. One thing I like about these deliveries is for McDonald's is I don't have to go deep into a restaurant and leave my car, even though I'm in a very safe area. I just don't like going into an Applebee's or someplace where you go through a narrow thing and you're at the bar and you can't see your car. I definitely like that transparency of being able to look out and to see your car and everything. So I think that while I'm waiting here for an order, I'll just take a moment to chat about the light topic of, am I worried about nuclear threat living in my car? Well, since I'm in North Dakota right now, that kind of tells you that I'm not too concerned about it at the moment, or I wouldn't be here. A lot of times when we think about nuclear war, we think about, big city centers, and that's definitely a concern. But there are certain places in the U.S. that have a lot of bases around, which are of concern. Some of that is North Dakota, some of it's Montana, Colorado. You can do a lot of research on this stuff. But it has entered my mind, kind of what if there were a nuclear attack? I mean, I know that this seems maybe a little bit outlandish, but it's really not, because of the situation in Europe, and also I've just been hearing that we're kind of more at threat for nuclear war than we have been in since the Cold War. But a lot of the mainstream media, they don't like to talk about it because they don't want people freaking out, because in the stock market it'll get all crashy, and then all their bet they want, if we're gonna hear about something, it's not gonna be very early, because I just have this feeling that they like for the masses, the peasants, to be underinformed. So I am it is on my mind, it is on my radar, so to speak, that yes, I am in kind of a high nuclear area. But you know what? I'm not really worried about it today. So I'm going to I have my app on now, and I'm just gonna keep looking at it to see if I get some orders. Right after refreshing my app, just then, literally 10 seconds after I was just talking, I did get an order for McDonald's, which is where I am. It's $7 for 4 kilometers or something. I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna mark them here, and I'm gonna go get the order. Well, I'm sure that Fargo has some great restaurants downtown and stuff. I'm not familiar with the area, and I don't have my windows tinted, so that's why I'm just kind of sticking. Buddy, you can't have this food, okay? It's not for you. This is not for us, okay? So that's why I'm just sticking kind of this is a big order. It's 2 big McDonald's guys. So that's why I'm just kind of sticking to these boring locations, is because I'm just more comfortable. I can see my car. And yeah, that's what's up with that. I'm sure that Fargo, if you go downtown, I'm sure it has amazing restaurants, but this is just what I feel is best for me, because I'm not from here, and I can see my car. I can always, it's not warm, I mean, it's not hot or anything, but I can just always see my car. I can always see Parker. At this point, I'm just not, because I'm not from here, I'm just not willing to take orders that are gonna leave me parking on a street and not being sure. And so this is just what we're doing. So sorry if it's a little bit boring. Dashers, has this ever happened to you where you go like where DoorDash tells you not to go, like they don't, like you go like specifically like away from where they've recommended that you go, which is what I did. Like I was out of like the flame or whatever, that hot zone where they try to like lure me into like places like Five Guys. And that was a sweet little order. I got a $5 tip, and they never even told me to go here. So I just came back to McDonald's, and I'm just hanging out here, and I'll see if I get something else, because I just don't feel like yeah, because I'm new in this area. So I'm gonna see if I can repeat that. But guys, if you're Dashers, please comment below. Do you guys find like success in actually going outside of DoorDash's recommendation of outside of where they're trying to take you, or do you just get crickets? Let me know in the comments. Alright guys, well, DoorDash, they're not gonna give me any more orders here, so I think I'm gonna bring this dash to an end, because I need to get Parker out again and go to the gym. So I hope you enjoyed riding along with me. I know it wasn't a very eventful one, but I don't know, sometimes it's just DoorDash, some of those things where it's kind of a high risk activity, and after what I've been through with my vehicles, I use it very carefully. So anyway guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.